Shalom Yasha'Allah. First and foremost, I'm going to get all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. No honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who we will. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that's pushing great gospel in sincerity and truth. This is Brother Tazakai Yahweh from the Great Millstone Cincinnati camp. Coming at you another lesson through the spirit of power Yahweh, Bahashem, Shai. And Lord willing to be edifying. Got an article here from the Orlando Sentinel. And it reads, MOTB implanted in your skin could be your crown vaccine passport. And this article came out December 21st, 2021. The year hasten to come in Yahweh by Shema Shai. And we'll get into this reading. It says a right-sized MOTB implanted under your skin to become your vaccine passport. A Swedish tech startup says its device could be customized to display people's crown vaccination records. According to a video the South China Post posted Friday on Twitter, reads, Epicenter, based in Stockholm, says anyone who opts for MOTB implantation can later change their minds and have the device removed. And of course, they're going to say stuff like that, to preach that piece of security. Oh, if you change your mind, you can go ahead and take it out. Well, we got some leaders that say, well, if you get it, you can take it out. But we're going to get in the scriptures where it tell you if you get it anyway, whether you remove it or not, if you get this, then the judgment's going to be set for you. I'm sure a lot of brothers and sisters don't seen this little video right there. For the sake of time, I'm just on my little 15, whatever, at the plantation, so I'm going to try to, it ain't that long of an article, so we're going to try to get through this, quickly for the sake of time. It says, right now, it's very convenient to have a crown passport always accessible on your implant. So, like I said, they're going to preach that convenience to have this. This is going to be the next best thing. This is going to be the next revolution, and so forth and so on. And we understand that this is a part of the fourth industrial revolution. If you listen to Klaus Schwab, at the world, the WEF, the World Economic Forum, he's the owner of that, whatever the case may be, and that's what he said. That's going to be the next, pretty much they want to merge, machine, with humans, transhumanism, but it says, I think it's Yanis Joblad, Epicenter's chief disruptions officer, says in the video, the MOTB uses near field communication, NFC, which that's the the Eastern or European counterpart of the RFID, to send the data to devices, including smartphones that can read them. It's the same type of technology used in most contactless credit cards and mobile payments, according to the Fox Business. So it's, they're telling you, well, it won't be much of a difference because you already have this device that you use. It's such devices have a range of practical applications. They can act as a key fob or a form of payment. So like if I'm outside, it's a little, I'm in Indiana, so it's a little nippy out here. So if you see, I turn this down. I don't want it to be blaring in the background. So select it for the heat. It's say they can act as a key fob or a form of payment, or they can be programmed to store data, like for instance, your resume. All you have to do is hold a smartphone over the MOTB to program it. So like, according to Our Detroit magazine, they're not dissimilar from the identification MOTBs you install in your cat dog. So they pretty much saying they are the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing, because dissimilar means like not alike or different, but they try to use these words to try to trip you up. So you go to that word, pretty much just saying it's the same thing that they put in the dogs, and cats and stuff like that. So if you're willing to put it in your animal, why not put it in yourself? Pretty much what they're trying to hint at. It's the novelty of the technology makes some people uncomfortable enough to label it creepy, dystopian, or apocalyptic. And that's what they call other languages, they call revelation, apocalyptes, I believe. Apostle Tar always said apocalyptes says, and that's what we're gonna get into. Say many responses to Friday's video were negative and angry, because it's gonna be it's gonna be a fight back against it, but at the end of the day, when your life is on the line, a lot of people who rebellious right now, they're gonna follow the line. They say some know that involuntary MOTBing via assassination was prominent conspiracy theory last year, but as see memes, some they say they running out of conspiracy theories because why they all come to life. They're all pretty much being true, besides the whole Anunnaki, reptilian, all that bugged out shit, that whatever. But all the so-called conspiracy theories are coming true. They say a poll taken in May 2020 found 44% of Republicans think Bill Gates is working on a crown vaccine because he wants to plant an MOTB in them and monitor their movements, the New York Daily News reported. And it came out that I think it's a company called Apogek, and they said some of theirs actually contain MOTB in it. So I believe that's all that's on there. So and like I said, that word dissimilar, but yeah, it says and we just get into it. So obviously, hey, we gotta say it. It's true. Ain't no MOTB, But obviously, as you can see, it's evident now. The Lord is making good His word. The Lord is, filling His word, filling the world with His prophecies. The things that He say gonna happen, most definitely gonna happen. If a man say, "Oh, I don't believe that," you don't have to believe. But this is the Yahweh Shemel Shai's movie, so it ain't about your feelings or your emotions. Oh well, we don't care about that. We believe, in the scriptures, and we ultimately believe in Yahweh Shemel Shai. Those who don't believe in what the 100% truth, coming from our apostles, elders, and the rest of like-minded men on down, you ultimately don't believe in Yahweh Shemel Shai. Not saying we're on that level, but we are speaking their words. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And He causeth all, right? All, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So it don't matter what your status is. You could be dirt poor, you could be, rich, whatever the case may be, free, bond, whatever the case may be. Whatever your status is, He gonna cause all, the whole world, oikoumene, the inhabitants of earth. He's gonna cause, all to receive this. To receive what? An MOTB in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell. So if you don't get this when it's implemented or mandated, if you don't get this, this is going to happen. And that no man might buy or sell, save or unless he that had the MOTB, had to catch myself, or the name of the beast or the number of his name, which, pretty much when you take that, you honoring all of those things. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. So when it comes down the pipe, when it's made mandatory for the rest of the for the world, when they do their great reset, all this and that, when they when this is the new way of distributing, how can I put it, buying and selling things, whatever the case may be. If you don't have this, you're going to be pretty much an outcast. You're going to be an off-scar. You're not going to be able to, pretty much do the things that you used to do. Then like I said, you could be labeled, we already know how we gonna be labeled, extremists and against, powers that be and all this and that. So hey, and even with that, without even being being able to buy or sell shit, just like can be in jeopardy. They go look at you as a trader and all this and that. You never know. I speak as a man, but one thing we do know for a fact, if you don't get this, your ass is not buying or selling anything. Right? Here is wisdom, right? So you need wisdom, not understanding. We understand that Yahweh Shemel Shai has to give you that wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 666. And not really getting too, I'm not trying to get too deep in that, but your UPC barcode, the first two lines, the middle two lines, and the end two lines, they equal up to 666. So, and this is what happened, because they said, if you want to, you can take it out. Well, this is what the scriptures say. Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man, right, any man or woman, child, worship the beast and his image and receive his MOTB in his forehead or in his hand. So if you take this, right, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. So you take it, they say, well, you can take it out and this and that. We don't know that, but as we go on for what the scriptures say, if you take this, this is what's going to happen to you, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, which is Yahushua HaMashiach. So, like I said, it didn't say nowhere, oh, well, now you change your mind. No, I was just say if you receive it. So, hey, you can receive it, but just going off what the scriptures say, not adding, my own twist to anything like that, but pretty much what it's saying in this scripture. But you take that, whether you take it out or not, you still took it. So, hey, destruction's gonna happen to you, But, hey, you got the naysayers. Oh, they say, well, I still don't believe that. I don't know about that. That's man's doctrine. Well, hey, as the scriptures say, man, this is a physical thing that will be, inserted within you. So you mean to tell me, or tell us who believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, that if you don't believe it, that just do away with everything? Absolutely not. This is what the Lord has to say. Romans 3:3, for what the Son did not believe. So I don't believe that. I think y'all going off, y'all this and that. Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Shall it? Absolutely. What do they say? The Most High forbid. So absolutely not. No matter what you say or what you believe, if it's contrary to the truth. Let the Most High be true. This is the Most High's word. Yahweh Shem Shai. But every man a liar, right? As it is written, that thou mightest be justified and thy saved, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. How is we going to be justified and overcome? Because we're using the words of our Heavenly Father. We're using the words of Yahweh Shem Shai. Don't take it from us. We just a mouthpiece of Yahweh Shem Shai. And if you don't believe that, I know I'm pressed for time. Gotta get back in there. This is Hosea chapter 12. I'm gonna start at I'll just get the point. 12 verse 10. I have also spoken, this is the Lord, I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions, give those secrets, those prophecies, and use similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. So the Lord's gonna speak to you via his, prophets. I'm coming down there and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna teach, I'm gonna take you, you special, but this and that. No, he gonna speak by his prophets, and whether you believe it or not, that's on you. If we know the elect, hopeful elect, and what will be that number, the hopeful elect believe what the words say. We ain't gonna go by off our feelings or emotions or another man's doctrine. We gonna go by what Yahweh Shem Shai says, and that's that, But for the naysayers, and those that don't believe, hey, we understand what 2 Ezra 15:4 say. What? For all the unfaithful, right? The ones who don't believe shall do what? Shall die in their unfaithfulness. So don't believe. That's on you. Saying that. What is that to us? We try to endure, make our call on election sure and endure to the end, to be saved, to receive salvation. Which is what? Rehearsing the righteous act, ultimately through faith. And what will we be predestinated to receive salvation? So we don't care what a man gonna say if it's definitely contrary against the scriptures. Hey, man, do what you do. Go believe what you want to believe. But when the time comes, hey, you're going to be destroyed. So, hey, it's apparent that this is around the corner. Habakkuk 2:3. It say, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. So this prophecy is for an appointed time. And we see that it's mainstream now. But at the end, it shall speak. Because you always could have looked it up and seen stuff about it. But now they put it on major news feeds, right? But at the end, it shall speak, right? And it's speaking, definitely. And not lie. Why? Because the Most High is not a man that he should lie. This is his movie. This is what he set up. Though it tarry, right? Don't see the linger. Don't see the delay, right? Wait for it. Because it will surely come. Truly. It will not tarry. It will not tarry. So, hey. Oh, well, let me get this real quick. Verse 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, going into, Esau, Edom, ultimately. But they say what? But the just shall live by his faith. And we have faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. We believe in what he says through his word. And we're not going to be deterred or be, disgruntled about somebody's emotions or what they feel. We're going to believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, and Lord willing, we endure to the end. He put the spirit on us to do so. So Lord willing, this was edifying to sincere Akim Akwaf out there listening. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, the bondage to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, who are well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that pushes great gospel with sincerity and truth. Shalom, Yasha Allah, Abide, Babal.